So hello from Richland High School here as we just ended the
Third place in the Frisco
third place game. The Rangers defeated the Scotland Tigers 44-40, an exciting finish. And that was for third place. Coming up is the Dixon Bulldogs as they will go against the Crocker Lions here in about 10 minutes. So we will see you shortly.
At its core, the mission of the NFHS is to educate, and it has been involved in offering education programs for coaches and officials since 1990.
The NFHS saw the need to adopt a program that they could deliver to their state associations to help educate coaches.
From 1990 until 2006, the NFHS and the American Sport Education Program collaborated on a coach's education program.
That really filled a need at the time, and the program was classroom-based. You sat in a classroom all day. It was like 8 to 12 hours.
While the education programs with ASEP would be deemed effective, they paled in comparison with what was to come with the creation of the NFHS's own coach education program.
The very best in interscholastic coach training and professional development is available for you on NFHSlearn.com.
I met with Bob Canopy and I said to him, we need to develop our own program. We need to develop a program that is easier to administrate, really hits hard on the fundamental philosophy of education-based athletics.
In January 2007, the NFHS launched NFHSlearn.com with 2 online courses designed exclusively for interscholastic coaches. No one could have envisioned the positive reaction that was to come in the years ahead. By the end of 5 years, the program had expanded to 32 courses, and more than 1 million had been delivered to coaches across the country.
We got more states engaged than we ever thought was possible. But this is one program that there is not a state in this country that doesn't, in some form or fashion, deliver to their coaches.
The success of the education program is best exhibited by the Concussion in Sports course. By 2013, more than 1 million concussion courses had been delivered. Today, that number has risen to more than 4.2 million, all free of charge.
The numbers went off the charts, and many of our states began to require their coaches to complete this course. In fact, a few states require coaches to complete it every year. Some states even require officials to take this course.
Since its inception, the education program on NFHSlearn.com has been directed by 2 NFHS staff members. Flannery oversaw its creation and expansion for 7 years, delivering on a goal to provide a cost-effective education program that targeted the role of the interscholastic coach in an educational setting. After working alongside Flannery for 6 years, Dan Schuster took over the program in 2014 and has guided it to new heights. The NFHS Learning Center now includes 68 online courses, 33 available for free. In addition to 17 sports-specific courses, it includes courses for officials, students, parents, and individuals within performing arts programs.
If you want to be the best coach, the best parent, the best athlete, the best official, go to the Learning Center. That's going to help you be the best you can be.
So welcome here to Richland High School. We are here for the final game of the season and a championship matchup between two one-loss teams as the Crocker Lions and Dixon Bulldogs will face off. Dixon's only loss is to Crocker. Crocker's only loss is to Eugene. So both these teams are coming in with at least 11 wins on the season. Probably more than that, but I know there's at least 11 for each team. And Dixon came out last night with a 3-point victory in overtime over the Stoutland Tigers. The Crocker Lions sailed through a Iberia Rangers team who took third today against that Stoutland team, so good job for Iberia on that. Looks like we are about ready for all the fun. We have a close-up camera down on the court also for the basket right now. No one actually on the camera, but if you want to go down and stand there, feel free. Either way, we will be bringing you some Frisco League Championship basketball. And Dixon will come away with the possession afterwards. Crocker got the possession originally. First one was no good. Dixon looking underneath. And slow start for both teams here. Neither one is doing much. My clock stopped for some reason. I did not stop it there. Here I'm going to disconnect that and see if that helps. I believe that helped a little bit there. We're under 5 minutes, by the way. The clock stopped on me a little bit, but it's all right. Dixon, tough defense by both these teams, as neither one has really had a good chance to score. So both these teams doing an excellent job coming out. And we're still quite a bit off on the clock, so I'm going to start it when it hits 4 here. About 10 seconds from the 4-minute mark, so a couple minutes gone. Shot no good. Offensive rebound, Crocker. And so that'll give us a 4:06 start time here, and now the clock will be correct. Lions with the drive underneath, blocked by Dixon. And probably last touch by Dixon, as good defense by both teams on the play. And Crocker will pick up the first 2 points here. And we're going to have a stoppage of play. That's a foul on 25. I'm not sure if that's an old one or not, but it's all right. Dixon with the drive. Dixon will tie it up. So a couple points apiece here, and this first quarter is going pretty quick. We are halfway done already with first period. Lions, good ball movement, 3-point shot off the rim. Rebound Dixon. Dixon in the red, Crocker in the white. So Dixon's slowing it down, looking for something. And Crocker is going to get a takeaway on that. Crocker is going to pick up a couple of points. So both Crocker's points are off of steals so far. Bulldogs set up in a... Oh, they're going to set up in a timeout right now, so we'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
And we are back, I believe. We had a issue. I'm just going to disconnect my extra camera down there. So 2:20 remains in the first period as Crocker leads just by a basket. Really low scoring contest, 4-2. And quick whistle, touched out of bounds, and Dixon underneath, can't get a shot on it. And that ball's bounced around, good defense. Crocker can't get the shot, Dixon comes down with it. Dixon now under control, but the ball will roll out, and I believe my game intro. We are good there, and so 2 minutes in the quarter. Dixon up. Dixon can't quite get the shot. Bounced off the rim. So Lions looking for an open three. Dixon playing some good spread out defense. Good steal underneath. And that's going to bring up a shooting foul for Dixon. So that's going to send the Bulldogs to the line. And Jude Rome will go to the line for first free throws of the game, and first one is good. This is the final game of the night. And the final game of the season for both these teams, as in really a little over a month from now, we'll be having some high school Frisco League tournament. And it's going to pick up another opportunity for Jude Rome as second foul for Crocker, third foul for Crocker in the period. So he's 1 for 2 right now, so make that 2 for 3. And that will tie this ball game up at 4 apiece. Crocker coast to coast, can't get it. Dixon's there on the defense. .108 in the quarter. So, under a minute, steal by the Bulldogs. And I believe that was Rome on that shot also. So 7 points now for the Bulldogs. Rome has picked up 5 of them so far. 3 from the line and 2 from the field. Good cut underneath, and that's going to bring up a foul with 25 seconds left in the first period. It's going to be on the floor, so sub coming into the game, that is Owen McKinnon. Give Yoakum a break. Crocker can't get it. Offensive rebound, though. Second attempt, going to be short. Rebound back to Dixon. If you're in Tiger Town, head down to Waynesville High School and watch the Tigers football game against Glendale. And it's going to be a turnover against the Bulldogs. So Crocker with under 5 seconds left in the period, and opportunity here, ball's loose. Dixon can get the steal away, and at the end of the first quarter, we have a 7-4 lead in favor of the Bulldogs. They'll be back after this 1-minute PSA.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it. Thank you, Miss Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
And we are getting ready to begin this quarter here as Dixon will get the ball. Bulldogs coming out a little bit late here, and very quick first period. Dixon with a 3-point lead. Good safe inbound for the Bulldogs. Dixon, opportunity for a 3. Good setup. Rome with the 3, not there. Offensive rebound. We're going to have an over-the-bat call against the Bulldogs. So it's going to be the 3rd foul. Both teams have 3 apiece now. And we're going to have a carrying call, so last foul is on McBride. That was his first. I'd like to thank Richland here for all the hospitality they've had, from everything from hospitality room to providing access to internet and other technologies that were needed. So both these teams really feeling each other out on defense right now, as both are playing great defense. Neither has really hit that offensive stride. Nearly picked off by Dixon, though, on that. Crocker maybe going a little bit too quick here. We're going to have a foul. That's going to be on Camden Burns. Blocking foul. So Jesse Goldsmith will inbound the ball. Three-point shot opportunity was not taken by Goldsmith on the outside. And we have a traveling call. So Dixon gets the ball back on their side. And we're going to have another foul called here, so that'll be against Crocker. That is 4 fouls on both teams, so neither in too bad of trouble with only 4 minutes remaining in the quarter. Underneath, I believe that was Burns. That was Burns on the shot, so that's actually the first points of the period. Tomorrow we will be streaming some youth football from Waynesville Middle School. I believe the plan of the game will be about noon time. Be the 5th and 6th grade division. Both teams are fighting for the top seed. May do some earlier games, depends on what happens, but Dixon's able to give themselves a 5-point lead once again. Good reverse cut back there, and Crocker's able to score, so scoring drought. Both teams have kind of felt each other out, and they are really fighting for that lower block right now. And we're going to have a whistle called on that, as so now Crocker's 2 fouls away from being in the bonus. And that's going to be a steal by Crocker. Steal back by Dixon, though. And shooting foul, so Dixon will be in the bonus after this no matter what. Plus, we're going to have free throws again. The 3rd attempt from free throws for Jude Rome. He's only missed 1 so far, 3 for 4. Looking to extend that. And first one off the front of the iron. Just a 3-point lead in favor of Dixon. Rome will be moving up to high school next year as a freshman. And another whistle against Crocker, as it looked like McBride got a hold of the ball and is going up, and he got fouled. So these are the 9th and 10th free throws in the ball game. And that gives them a 4-point difference, which early in the game to make that big of a difference, but later in the game that is a big difference. And 5-point ball game once again. Good defense by Crocker there, and Dixon couldn't quite get to the ball. We have a double dribble off in the corner as Dixon extending the defense, preventing that quick three on the side. So 2:30 still in the first half as Bulldogs continue to lead. Dixon, we're going to pick up the whistle as McBride's going to get another chance to go to the line. So 11th and 12th attempt at the free throw line, and we're close to the double bonus now for Dixon if these fouls continue here. A couple minutes to go still in the half. And that one is rimmed in and out, so second attempt for the Bulldogs coming up. And 14 points now. Ball's going to get loose a little bit, but Crocker is able to rope it back in. Underneath, a little too much on that. That's a defensive rebound by the Bulldogs. Rome will dribble it back down. 45 was the rebounder on that. McBride underneath, back out to Rome, and Rome was looking for Burns for a minute there. Goes over to Sheldon. Sheldon up, too high, rebound, Sheldon, offensive rebound, and 2 more points. So 8-point lead now in favor of the Bulldogs. The clock continues to run here. And we're going to have a blocking foul. That's going to be, I believe that's going to be on McKinnon. And corner 3, that's going to be off target. Oh, Sheldon on the rebound. Assist down court, kicks it out to Burns. Burns passes the 3. Instead drives in, can't get the shot. Ball saved by the Bulldogs, and we're going to have a stoppage of play with 45 seconds left. That will be 3-second penalty against Dixon, and back the other way, close to a travel, is able to save it. Good drive by Crocker. That was Newton for the 2 points. So Crocker now in double digits. And Dixon adds a little more to theirs. So extended defense by the Bulldogs. Shot up for Crocker, and good shot by Helmick on that. 3-point shot. So we will go into halftime with an 18-12 lead. We'll be back after this PSA.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
Germantown. Mavericks.
Mary Run.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community, the fan base, and just the support and encouragement that you get from your family and your friends is great.
The hardest thing about cheer for me is tumbling, because I'm actually a dancer outside of school, and so the tumbling dynamics versus the dance dynamics was totally opposite.
I feel like choir has given me just such great memories. We are always just, singing with our harmonies or with other people. It's just so cool. It's so fun.
One of my favorite memories from cross country this past year was when my team made it to state. At the race, everyone picked up their games, and when the 5th guy crossed and he made it, everyone was just so excited and outbursts, couldn't control their feelings.
By playing basketball, I learned that I can almost do anything I want. If I set my mind to it, I can achieve my goals if I have a plan.
A great reason to get yourself involved in sports and activities is to meet new people and create new relationships, experience new things, and do stuff that you've never done before.
My reason why is commitment.
My reason why is passion,
Friendships.
Pride. My reason why is to keep going.
At its core, the mission of the NFHS is to educate, and it has been involved in offering education programs for coaches and officials since 1990.
The NFHS saw the need to adopt a program that they could deliver to their state associations to help educate coaches.
From 1990 until 2006, the NFHS and the American Sport Education Program collaborated on a coach's education program.
That really filled a need at the time, and the program was classroom-based. You sat in a classroom all day. It was like 8 to 12 hours.
While the education programs with ASEP would be deemed effective, they paled in comparison with what was to come with the creation of the NFHS's own coach education program.
The very best in interscholastic coach training and professional development is available for you on NFHSLearn.com.
I met with Bob Canopy, and I said to him, we need to develop our own program. We need to develop a program that is easier to administrate, really hits hard on the fundamental philosophy of education-based athletics.
In January 2007, the NFHS launched NFHSLearn.com with 2 online courses designed exclusively for interscholastic coaches. No one could have envisioned the positive reaction that was to come in the years ahead. By the end of 5 years, the program had expanded to 32 courses, and more than 1 million had been delivered to coaches across the country.
We got more states engaged than we ever thought was possible. But this is one program that there is not a state in this country that doesn't, in some form or fashion, deliver to their coaches.
The success of the education program is best exhibited by the Concussion in Sports course. By 2013, more than 1 million concussion courses had been delivered. Today, that number has risen to more than 4.2 million, all free of charge.
The numbers went off the charts And many of our states began to require their coaches to complete this course. In fact, a few states require coaches to complete it every year. Some states even require officials to take this course.
Since its inception, the education program on NFHSLearn.com has been directed by 2 NFHS staff members. Flannery oversaw its creation and expansion for 7 years, delivering on a goal to provide a cost-effective education program that targeted the role of the interscholastic coach in an educational setting. After working alongside Flannery for 6 years, Dan Schuster took over the program in 2014 and has guided it to new heights. The NFHS Learning Center now includes 68 online courses, 33 available for free. In addition to 17 sports-specific courses, it includes courses for officials, students, parents, and individuals within performing arts programs.
If you want to be the best coach, the best parent, the best athlete, the best official, go to the Learning Center. That's going to help you be the best you can be.
So welcome back here to Richland High School. We're ready for the third quarter as Dixon has an 18-12 lead. Not a lot, but a good enough cushion where can't win off that, but good defense and everything else, they should be all right. And Dixon picked up the ball that time as we haven't had any jump balls yet. As I say that, we'll have probably 15 of them here in a row. And we're going to have a whistle, though. It's going to be against the Lions. Shot no good, offensive rebound, and we're going to have a foul before the basket, or 3 seconds, I guess. So Lions down here, slowing things down to start off. Newton running the point. Shot no good by Helmick. And Rome will bring the ball down on the other end. First minute gone of this third period, so both these teams kind of slowing down, a spread style offense. Dixon's able to get in there, but they are fouled from behind. That's going to be, I think, 23. And it says it's his fourth foul. I don't know, I haven't been keeping track, but that seems awfully high to start out this early in the half, but it could be. Drive for Dixon, not able to get it. And Dixon still retains the ball, last touched by the Lions. So McKinnon with the inbounds. Over, not quite there. And lots of action underneath, but shot couldn't go in. Crocker came away with the ball. And saved by Rome, but it'll be off of him. And far just like the last period, neither team has come out and scored already. Three-point shot, that's off target. Rebound by Bulldogs underneath. McKinnon brought that down. Shot doesn't connect. And same result on the other end. A rebound for the Lions. Ball stolen. And steal by Crocker. And that's going to stop the clock with around 3.5 minutes left in this quarter. And Dixon will get the ball after the turnover. So Rome at point once again. And inbounding the ball was Sheldon to Rome. Also Yoakum on the top. Shot underneath, can't get it. Other way, really neither team has had a good shooting percentage here, as remember last year when I faced the second place team in my league, we were undefeated. Their losses were to my team, 3 of them, including the championship. I think we shot like 20% or something like that, some not good number. So, a lot of that's just good defense, being in the right place at the right time. Shots by Crocker, not going to make it. And Dixon can't get that offensive rebound, though. Dixon will pick up the first points of the half. With only 2.5 minutes left, the Bulldogs will pick up the only 2 points so far. Both these teams really give it to them on defense. With one loss for each team, defense is what wins championships, and it just takes one team to get hot. We're going to have a foul called underneath, player control foul, so that will give the ball. We're going to have a timeout by Dixon. We'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You still talking to your friend?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
And after the timeout, the Bulldogs come out of their huddle, and Lions will have the ball. Throwing it in will be Goldsmith. And like a great wide receiver out there, the Lions are able to connect downfield. Again, if you're in the area, check out the Tigers football game today. It is against the Glendale Falcons. I am sure with the weather, they have plenty of space out there. Probably a little murky out there, but always a good night for football. Both these teams doing a good job right now. Lions cut in, shot up off the front of the rim. Good rebound by the Bulldogs. McBride on that rebound. McBride is having a great performance underneath. Almost had an assist, except we're going to not quite get the shot. Let's say almost had a good little screenplay there. 3-point shot by Crocker. I believe it's a 2-point shot, so 20-16. Burns out there, pressure on him. Sheldon, big man on the outside. Crocker gets to hold a dribble underneath. Dixon with the score. Little unorthodox assist, but way to connect on the shot, and Crocker on the other end can't get it. That is Sheldon on the rebound. So clock's continuing to run down. We are nearing the end of this, around 20 seconds left. My clock's off just a hair. And can't get it. So 13 seconds on the game clock out here. This has been a very quick quarter, and we have 6 seconds left in the game, or the quarter. A couple subs coming in here, so just a 6-point ball game still. No team has pulled away yet. And clock will run down. And with that, we will go into the break before the fourth quarter, 22-16 in favor of the Bulldogs.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad! Okay, here we go, throw it! Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Nice.
And we are back here as Dixon will come out with the ball here. For those of you all wondering about the Tigers football score, with 30 seconds in the first half, Waynesville leads 14-8 over the Falcons. The winner will actually become the 2 seed in the district and host the first 2 rounds if that's the case. We're going to have a out of bounds, last touch by Dixon. And some sad news out of Springfield. Parkview has canceled their rest of their football season, so that will leave 5 teams in that district. So essentially, Waynesville will get the bye in the first round, so they're not set in stone, but there most likely will not be a game next week at football at Waynesville. It'd be the champion, the semifinal possibly, next week. And another whistle out there as Dixon took that foul up. Neither team is in danger right now with 5 minutes left in the game. It's like a line inbounds. That was against Crocker, not Dixon. And another whistle out of bounds, this time off the Bulldogs. Good defense by Burns on that. Steal by the Bulldogs. We have a player down, and we are going to be back after this PSA.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your...
So he is all right, luckily, so just a little shaken up. Neither team has scored in this quarter, and Dixon holds a 6-point lead. Crocker will be the first to score off that. So just a 4-point ball game now. Dixon in the red, Crocker in the blue. Burns with the drive, and we're going to have a travel called against the Bulldogs. So full court pressure by Dixon here, and ball's going to get away from him, and Dixon will get the ball back off the turnover. So the Bulldogs with a chance to improve on their lead. It's always a great way to end with a championship. So Crocker, the regular season Frisco League tournament, or regular season champions, and Dixon is hoping to become the tournament champions for the Frisco League. And that foul is going to be against Dixon, so 2 shots will be coming for the Lions. Ford Ogle will... Nope, it is Anthony Green going to the line for the Lions. And off the glass. So the bank is open tonight. You know, we'd like to thank some of the people who have helped us out as McKinnon got that rebound. American Family Insurance Agent Teresa Stafford, Security Bank of Pulaski County, and Tom's Meat Market of the Richland area, along with going to be supporting the Bulldogs this year, EST Realty. I hope I said that right. I don't have a graphic for them yet, but once the season starts, we will get that going. And Bulldogs still hanging on to the ball. They're able to do something with it. Jerome slowing it down. Playing point. Looks like Burns playing 2-guard out there. Burns with the cut. Can't get the backhanded layup. Lions with the rebound. And the clock continues to run, as that's been the case of this ball game. McBride with that rebound. Many of these players going to become 8th graders pretty soon. And Crocker with that rebound. Crocker back. Crocker scores. So 3-point ball game now with 2:30 to go. This is almost a running clock the rest of this ball game here. It's just been kind of steady. Second close game Dixon's had. Last night after they thought the game was over, Stoutland still had time on the clock, and Stoutland tied it up, but Dixon won in overtime. Yesterday, Crocker had a 20-point win. We're going to have a foul against Crocker. So we're going to be nowhere near a bonus yet. Also, if you want to support the Bulldogs, join the Crocker Booster Club. You get some perks like entering games for free and getting your business promoted. It helps the program. So Burns looking to drive in. Can't get around the Crocker defender. And that's going to be off the Bulldogs, so couldn't get the hand quite down. We have a full timeout by, well, I don't know if it's a full or a 30, but it's a timeout by Dixon. Crocker hasn't taken any, and it's a full. We'll be back after this PSA.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it. Thank you, Miss Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
So we are back here getting ready for the remainder of this ball game. Under 2 minutes to go, 1:54, and head coach Logan Ray just giving his kids a final pep talk as former Newburgh Wolf. Now he's a Crocker Lion, or a Dixon Bulldog. So you can't take it back when you say it live. You can only go back and erase it from the record. In and out for Crocker as Dixon, under 2 minutes, a minute and a half left in the ball game actually. Will, now's a great time to, you're up by 3, but you could really run a lot of time off the clock. Second attempt, no good, and we're going to have a foul against the Bulldogs. So 1:22 on the official game clock on the scoreboard. And got some subs coming into the game. That is Landon Pierce for the Lions. Ball rolls around loose. Bulldogs get it, and we are approaching 1 minute to go. Still a 3-point game. Third attempt on the shot goes in, so Dixon makes it 5 points with exactly 1 minute left on the game clock. So Crocker running low on time here. They're going to have to, ball gets knocked around. Crocker hangs on to it at half court, and Dixon gets a steal. Dixon the other way. Crocker is not close to the bonus, so we are 32 seconds on the official game clock. And Crocker is going to have to foul 2 more times in order to get this, and Dixon could really burn this clock up in a hurry. So now is when you dance around with the ball, take your time, burn it out, and do whatever you need to. And it looks like Dixon will run down enough of this where Another 8 seconds off the clock right there. So 24 seconds left in the ball game. And Burns will not inbound the ball. It is Kramer. And underneath, Dixon, possibility to get the shot. Dixon will get the score. So Dixon may have just got the go-ahead bucket on the ball game. As long as the Bulldogs don't foul, they could pretty much let Crocker run this game out. And it looks like that's what's going to happen, and Dixon will come away with the championship here in Richland, Missouri, as that will be a final here. The Bulldogs will pick up a first-place finish in an exciting contest to avenge the regular season loss they had.
Second place in the Frisco League goes the Crocker Lions. And the champions of the boys tournament, Frisco League, the Dixon Bulldogs.
So thank you all for coming out tonight and have a great night. Go to check out some Tiger football. The second half will be starting up pretty soon. We will see you later. 28-21, the final from Richland High School, and Dixon will end with the Frisco League Junior High A-Team Tournament Champions.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.